Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Felt like making a YouTube video, and I really liked the video that I made that was my philosophy on beauty, so I just thought I would do another one that's similar, because I think I got some comments from people on that video saying that they really liked the way that I kind of like explained it or things like that. So I thought, like, instead of creating a series on it, I would just do like another few videos on like my philosophies on other things. So the philosophy that I wanted to talk about today is my philosophy on looking expensive. I definitely think that being expensive, feeling expensive, and like expensive energy and things like that is definitely something that people are like leaning a lot more into, pouring into like self-care and wellness, and people really want to like look after themselves and things like that. So I thought it could be really cool to make a video about my philosophy on looking expensive. I guess there's so much that I do in terms of wellness, and I feel like I look after myself really well, and I make a conscious effort of looking after myself, whether that be like spiritually with the way that I feel about myself and the way that I talk to myself, or even if it's physically, like the things that I do that are part of my self-care kind of ritual and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought I could talk to you guys about basically how I feel like I help myself look and feel more expensive. By doing that, you attract better things to yourself. So I think it's really important to look after yourselves and feel expensive if that's kind of like the lifestyle that you want to attract. So this is my philosophy on looking expensive. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is it definitely starts with how you carry yourself. So I feel like, luckily for me, because I've been modeling for so many years, I always have to be switched on in terms of just carrying myself in a certain way. I think that comes with being behind the camera and everybody watching you at all times. Like when you're shooting, you have so many people watching you, and you have to move in such a way that you look good, basically. Like, there's no simple way of saying it. Plus, a lot of the time you're getting judged from the second that you walk into the studio or the location or like whatever the situation is. So people are almost creating this like idea of who you are in their head. So they have like a lot of expectations do kind of come with being a model, because they want you to kind of fit into the mold that they've created in their head, which is an odd way to like live for me, because like it's just weird. But I guess like I've kind of had to be aware of like my physical self for years and years and years. So I do carry myself and move in such a way, and like obviously I speak in such a way, and I have certain mannerisms, and I've noticed it like across the board with all models that we kind of have like a similar thing. Very rarely will you find like people in this industry that are like super sloppy or not composed or like well put together. So I think that that has an effect on my day-to-day life. So yeah, I think that definitely the posture, slowing down my movements, good eye contact, confidence without being arrogant, and looking comfortable in myself has definitely helped me kind of look more expensive. So I think that's definitely one of the things to consider. Health always looks luxurious. So I think, yeah, I've got here sleep, hydration, good nutrition, looking after your skin, looking after your hair, and moving your body regularly. These are all things that are not only going to make you look more expensive, but they're also going to make you feel more expensive. I think the highest form of self-respect is looking after yourself, because you're literally showing your body, like, this is what I think you deserve, and this is how I think you deserve to be treated, which is well. So I think if you are healthy, then you look more expensive, you feel more expensive, and then you attract better, because your bar for yourself is like extremely high. In terms of fashion, I've got simplicity almost always wins. So I kind of like to stick to neutral colors, clean silhouettes. I don't like over accessorizing. I do all of that, but then I do like to have like a few things or one thing that's like the focus, whether that be like a really cool handbag or like rings or jewelry. So I'll kind of like minimalize everything else and then maximize one thing. And I think that that kind of creates like an expensive aesthetic. I also love like certain materials, flowy materials, or things that look like more shiny, and you can just feel expensive, like a thicker cashmere and things like that. Like I feel like when you wear things like that, or you choose things with such an eye that it looks like really elegant and like free flowing as a woman, then that kind of can make you look more expensive, basically. So I think, yeah, in terms of like clothing, it's important. I also think it's really important to kind of distinguish your own style. I think following trends is fun. It is fun and everything, and like it is really cool. So it's kind of cool to acknowledge like what your own style is and let that be timeless to you. Yeah, so I think that's really important. So not kind of like chasing every trend. That the fit is more important than the price, for sure. It doesn't necessarily matter how much you're spending on your clothing as long as it like fits you really well. I think to kind of go like above and beyond in terms of understanding yourself, your body, silhouettes, like what kind of things fit you, buying less but buying well. Yeah, I feel like for now I just want to create like a capsule wardrobe where I've got like all my basics, or all the things that I love that I kind of like recirculate in different ways, and then as I see things that I like, just like adding them in, but like really focusing on like a good pair of jeans, a few good shirts, a good few vest tops, mixing and matching them as I go on, but just really understanding like what suits me. Grooming makes the biggest difference. I definitely think that it screams luxury when you've got your nails done and they're clean and they're like done and they're like well kept. It doesn't have to be that you get a gel manicure every 2 weeks like I do, because my nails grow so quickly that I literally have to get them done every 2 weeks, and I'm in such a flow state now with my nail salon. I constantly have good nails, which is amazing, but it doesn't have to be that you're spending so much on going to the salon every 2 weeks. It could be that you just have nothing on your nails, but at least they're like well kept. You just look more put together when you pay attention to like the smallest details. The last 5% of like polishing everything just elevates everything. So like if you have flyaways, which I probably have right now, I can literally, like I looked at them, but like just taming the flyaways and like having your nails done, just like literally, even on shoots and everything, I always say it's the final 5% of like polishing everything that just elevates it. And I think it's the same with you as well. So that definitely makes you look more expensive, like your brows, and looking polished rather than like completely done up. It's just more about looking polished. I think that's what makes you look more expensive and elevated. Quality over quantity. So we've already discussed that. A smaller wardrobe that you genuinely love. Investing in timeless staple pieces over impulse buys. Re-wearing pieces confidently and not feeling pressure to like constantly buy more. And the goal is effortless, not flashy. There's a huge difference between being flashy and like having labels everywhere and just looking effortlessly well put together and like nice and expensive. Your environment matters too. It's also about having like nice surroundings, a tidy home, clean surroundings, looking after your belongings, and having like beautiful rituals, like your self-care, meditations, how you are behind the scenes, you know, like are you using candles? Are you like creating a beautiful space for yourself? Are you making it homely and things like that? I think that all has an effect on you energetically, and then that kind of comes across in the way that you come across as well, because it's all interlinked and it's all like, it all becomes one energy around you and like within you and everything. So I feel like your surroundings are really important. Again, it's not about having the biggest, most flashiest place. It's just about you creating like beauty in your own environment, in your own way. And I feel like that really translates to your own energy as well. Looking expensive isn't about money. It's about intention, self-respect, and taking care of yourself. That's what I've written, and I stand by that. I think it's super important. I think it's just about caring for yourself, looking after yourself. It all starts within and like with what's around you and how you respect your space, how you respect yourself, your own like rituals. You know, are you working out? Are you meditating? And things like that. Like it all starts with you and how you feel about yourself and the energy that you're creating inside yourself. And then that kind of like shines outwardly. But it is fun to create a wardrobe and like have fun picking pieces and stuff like that. It's so much fun. So yeah, it all adds up to looking and feeling expensive. So that's kind of my philosophy on it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thought it would be like a quick, cute video to make. I really wanted to make one today. And yeah, I I'm really enjoying my YouTube journey. I'm sorry that like the past couple of videos have been a little bit late if anyone is keeping up with me consistently. It's just that I got really sick and I've moved apartments so many times, guys. It's insane, but it's kind of like how you have to be if you want to stay here without taking a year contract. Keep moving depending on like what you can find and stuff like that. So I have been moving a lot. I've been in this place now for a few days and I've kind of created like a little home out of it, and it's really cozy and nice. And I'm able to have my friends over and stuff like that. And I cooked dinner this evening, which was really cute. So yeah, it's just about creating like a nice internal and external kind of energy, environment, feeling. And yeah, I feel like that really does translate outwardly into your expensive energy, and it creates expensive energy. But anyway, if you're watching this, all of you guys are expensive anyway. I hope this helped. If anyone is like looking more into like a self-care kind of journey, I hope this really helped. I think it is like nice, and it's a nice little project to kind of like focus on, you know, as well. I love things like that. So yeah, I will leave you guys to it now. I'm gonna go do my skincare. Just I have loads of bits to do, so I'm gonna go get those done, and I've got an early morning tomorrow, but I'll be back really soon, so I'll see you guys in my next video.